proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54.
General West.
54. I don't think you got it, sir. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Too little, okay?
Now.
We got motion. Back up, back up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Go.
56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On the return is Pettis. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some room to run now. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Mostert. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Niners 14, Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, where they have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jones, operating from the gun, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
A 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Go, go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's... And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Ready?
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let it go.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, orbit.
54.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 24, check 24.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Goodwin able to haul it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here we go. Like 20.
Right here, right here.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap.
Here we go.
They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Check Mike 54. Blue draw quarters.
Hey, watch it.
Ready?
Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch 54. Hey, Haywood.
Let's cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's make 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Mostert. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, Andy!
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Hey, hot!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Black 80.
Check 56. Army.
Now Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56, right there. 56.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 180.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey. 4 down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Here I come again.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go. Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Greystone, travel.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Big grip, big grip.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
36, 36.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch 36.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch 36.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones off the play fake. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On first down, Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do, late game situations.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase.
Here we go,
That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is Coleman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Give them right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go.
They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Here we go. 180. 56. You ain't going nowhere.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
21.
And they take a knee. So the victory